ate noodles with no packet. Cereal with the canned milk.
I don't know what's happening, but I know it's something to do with the internet. And here we have none other than Vitaly getting arrested or pardoned. I guess we don't know the facts, but something tells me Jamari will let us know. Sorry, I gotta put this at 1.5 speed. Y'all niggas talk too slow. Let's go.
It was announced that Vitaly would be freed after he spent 290 days behind bars in the Philippines.
Good morning, Vitaly. I have a present for you. Enjoy, mate.
Every day, see. Look at that. See that? And rice.
And upon getting out, he immediately returned to his trolling ways.
Oh wow, is that who I think it is?
Can you do me a favor?
You would think that this man, he would have been humbled by the internet and been humbled by his situation. Turns out, no, that is wrong. He hasn't been humbled by it. In fact, he's actually getting worse.
Plan it tonight? Oh, wow.
Now, following this, Vitaly vowed to expose the corruption of the Philippines justice system.
I had a phone the whole time in jail. I vlogged the whole experience, and I'm going to expose the corruption.
Oh wow.
Everything.
Wait, did you keister? Did you keister it?
But now in the months since, it's quite obvious that Vitaly has done nothing but go back to his idiotic behavior of the past. The guy had gone from prankster to adult content star to streamer nuisance to now doing these PDF catches for entertainment purposes.
I feel like we're overlooking the fact that you literally come, like you said in the car, out of the hole, and you just put 3 people in.
It's not Philippines, brother. You got it good. You got an AC, bro. 100 degrees outside. You're in a cage. No ventilation. Rats, cock.
Excuse me. Yeah. The man's Vitaly is always ice cold. Always. It seems no matter what, you can't escape your nature. You can't escape your character. You can't escape who you are. You're not going, it's just not going to happen. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen.
Roaches.
So just based on that quote alone, it's quite apparent to me that Vitaly now sees himself as some sort of martyr for people who were wrongly convicted, which is quite ironic considering the information that I have for you today. For one, because the douchebag totally got what he deserved, and for two, that very same certainty to paint someone as a villain or a criminal, or in this case a PDF, has now backfired and ruined Vitaly's life. And it really all goes back to a soul-selling gambling partnership, a corrupt producer, and a $300 bounty for your attention. Now this man is named Akash Singhania, and he is now suing Vitaly after he was incorrectly accused of chatting with one of his decoys.
I swear to God, she never told me.
Wait, really?
Akash met the decoy on a dating app where she represented herself as 18 years old.
Wait a second. So, this nigga is suing Vitaly because he was wrongly accused of talking to a decoy? So, a young teen? And I said, no, you're not gonna ruin my reputation like that. I didn't actually do it. So, this is a situation of decoy gone wrong with Vitaly. My God, just when you think the worst thing could be that you spill your coffee on yourself. No, the worst thing is that you're caught speaking to a youngin', bro. Ugh, yuck.
And they started talking and agreed to meet up that very same night, though she never said absolutely anything about not being 18. And this is when Vitaly and his crew showed up 30 seconds later and start with the accusations, the racism, and the straight up bullying in front of 35,000 concurrent viewers.
16-year-old.
Wait, she never told me she was 16.
Oh, she did. Where's the Bluetooth speaker, honey?
I swear,
Oh, shit. My bad, bro. You're good.
No, I swear.
Sorry, bro. Wrong person.
Now almost immediately, Vitaly's fans started doxing this guy, contacting his family and business partners, and essentially putting in the dirty work to ruin his life and his reputation forever.
Like, not only was there the false accusation, not only was there the harassment, the bullying, calling out my business before.
You know what's crazy about this? What's crazy about this is that the guy has the opportunity now to go on all these podcasts and sort of talk about this thing and make it I guess, bigger than it needs to be. He was just a regular guy. Now he's a guy who goes on podcasts. I guess shout out Vitaly. That's the Vitaly touch right there, guys.
During and after meeting me, the fans reaching out to my family during the live stream, calling them saying, your son is in trouble, he's gonna go to jail, or gonna go to prison.
So this was like instantaneous. Like as soon as you're on camera, people are already like clipping and sharing.
Yeah, exactly. Like my friends found out, my family found out, cousins in India found out. Business partners were being reached out to.
So obviously this is a nightmare scenario for not only this poor guy, but really any man out there. You know, he thought he was going to meet up with a legal age Tinder date, and instead he was surrounded immediately by multiple people, multiple cameras shoved in his face, and immediately facing both racism and physical threats.
They were also like threatening me with physical violence.
Don't look at me, man, bitch. I'll fucking fuck you up, bro.
This dude in particular with the face tattoo threatened to whoop his ass, put him on a dog leash.
You know what's crazy about this guy? Is that in this video here, he's wearing the drip. He's got the glasses on, he's got the earrings in. And then when he goes on the podcast to do the podcast thing, now he wants to play victim. So they told him it's for PR, publicity reasons, leave the earrings and the glasses at home. You need to just pull up like this. Realistically, you should leave the glasses on. When you're doing anything that involves the public's trust, you need glasses because it improves your trust factor. Trust me, it's a psychological thing, but hey, you need any advantage you can, especially when you're fucking Dilpreet here.
You should walk him around the park.
No, how about I walk you like a dog down this? No,
And that is not even him being hyperbolic. Like, they do these types of things all the time to these potential PDFs that they catch. Like, I saw one where they made a dude walk on mouse traps, blindfolded across a pool on like a little 2x4 beam. They might make him strip down in public and get on the ground and eat dog food out of a bowl while on a leash, and it really just goes on and on. All while Vitaly, on the other hand, is just being a downright Adderall, a coked out clown during these catches.
Do you think that this is a cause that Vitaly actually does care about? After looking through all his videos, not really.
it's not me.
Look, why are you shaking?
I'm a Kosh AXS486. That's not my account.
No,
Hey, buddy, you pulled up.
Apparently, she thought that she was talking to me when she was talking to like one of the other, who knows how many guys she was currently talking to at the same time.
You're one of those tech Indians, smart ones, huh? You do Snapchats?
no.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. I know you're...
Flash your company to everybody here.
Wait, so you're telling me that in her off time, this decoy lady, this decoy person, in their off time, they're talking to regular people. But he says she forgot that I was a regular person and that she wasn't at work anymore. But yet the rhetoric of work continued to haunt and plague us. You know what, man? I don't know. I don't have all the facts, but I can definitely tell you that it would have been... It's ridiculous that it took this long for a situation to come out of the woodworks to be like, this is not something that we should be doing. We shouldn't be harassing people and trying to catch them with the youngins. You would have thought, it seems like such a seamless idea that nothing wrong is ever going to go wrong. But then clearly, you have a situation like this where it starts to backfire on you. So, I mean, hey, it's not my genre. It's not my type of genre. But the kids seem to like this stuff. Go catch them all, I guess.
So yes, it is very apparent, even if you just watch like a handful of Vitaly's detective work catches, that he is much more interested in going viral and creating these clippable moments than really anything else. Like, this is something that he straight up admits.
Okay. But you are Indian, so you're smart, so you probably cheated the system.
but for Indian...
Bro, again in the middle of me talking, bro, I asked you guys. Holy shit, I was just perfectly like, I was getting a perfect fucking farm clip, and then somebody had to... Okay, hello, how are you? Okay, let's go.
Now, to make a long story short, Akash ends up calling the police, something that was very smart, I will add.
Can you guys come to my location right now?
He explained the situation to them. When they show up, he immediately waives his Miranda rights, and he also turns over his cell phone to them, immediately giving them full access to it. And following this, they took him down to the station and questioned him before releasing him and clearing him of all charges.
That's not me. You're talking to someone else. That's a completely different person. I didn't know if it was a completely different person. I don't know if she made up the Snapchat, if like this was something done by them on purpose. Me and 4 of the officers worked together, primarily 3 different officers. We worked together in conjunction. They found me fully innocent and completely clear of doing all wrongdoing, to the point where these officers inside the interrogation room were profusely apologizing.
And the only reason that the public had to believe Akash about this was the fact that his father...
Because this is not a light ting, bro. This is not like a light ting. This is a ting where it's like, once you get this attached to your name, bro, it's over, dog. One Google search and it's a wrap.
Was smart enough to record a conversation with a police officer during this entire incident.
Long story short, your son was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't know if he was a suspect in a case or not. So we took him to the station to conduct an investigation and interview.
Mm-hmm.
And we determined that he was not the right suspect we were looking for. And he is not arrested. He's not getting charged with anything or anything like that.
Here, the police officer even admits that he himself will take legal action against Vitaly and his team for this false accusation.
My god sister is a top lawyer in California. I'm going to take it very serious, and I'm going to take this to all the level up. I'm not with these guys. Yeah.
If I was a father, I would do the same thing. I genuinely feel bad for your son.
So yes, it is quite apparent that Vitaly does not care at all about justice. As a matter of fact, the very next day, he would catch someone on live stream who was actually trying to meet up with his decoy, and instead of getting him arrested, he actually took him around for the entertainment of his stream, to catch other PDFs. And in the end, he actually became friends with the sick fuck, allowing him to walk away scot-free.
Wait, you're... Oh, God. You're telling me that this guy was also trying to get caught, but this time we say, you know what? We're gonna flip the script this episode. Instead of this guy getting caught, we're gonna take him around with us. Everywhere we go catch other bad guys, this guy's gonna help us, because who else can catch a bad guy than another bad guy? You know what? You can't argue with the Vitaly logic there, guys. You really can't. Sells itself.
After his audience of absolute idiots voted for him not to be convicted.
They caught the right guy, and he was telling the world, let's run a poll in the chat. Should we release him or should we turn him into the cops?
Yo, guys, I'm live right now. I just caught Antonio. He came here, and he's about to redeem himself because we are catching another.
Guys, make sure you click the link right here, right? Antonio.
The very next day, that okay, I'm gonna let him go. We're becoming friends with him. He's a chill guy, whatever.
Antonio, you played with fire, bro. I thought we build trust. I wouldn't say friendship, but trust between each other, man. You let me down, bro. See, I was too nice to him. I'm never trusting any again.
And here's where we get to the whistleblower portion of this video, where Gideon, who infamously operates in this space, much more successfully I will add, talked to this guy Raymond, who used to be a producer of Vitaly's PDF catching live streams a couple of years back. He also still works in catching these creeps, and it is apparent that he was disgusted by the way Vitaly's team chose to operate, noting right off the bat that during his time there, they only got 3 out of 100 people to actually have their charges stick.
How many crack catches did you facilitate with Vitaly?
Over 100.
100, damn.
Yeah, I know. I have it all documented.
And how many of those guys do you know of that were actually arrested and like convicted?
Convicted, I want to say 3. 3, where we flew decoys back out to get those arrests.
Out of 100, only 3?
And Raymond makes it abundantly clear that Vitaly is really only in this for the money.
What a terrible, 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 terrible amount. 3 of 100. Out of all the bad guys we were able to catch, only 3 out of 100. That should tell you everything you need to know, that this catcher of bad guys might not be so good. 3%? 3% from the field is bad in any sports that you're playing, let alone catching PDFs.
And the virality.
When I came on, I saw a lot of things where this was not being done the proper way, or not with any intention of actually getting this anywhere. They just wanted to make streams for their clips. They said, we need to stop calling the cops because it's wasting too much stream time and we're not getting enough predators.
And then Raymond specifically brings up this guy, Santi, who allegedly does downright illegal things to try and keep this Vitaly production moving.
Santi pulls me away from the cameras and he whispers, he's like, okay, so I told this guy that I'm 18, but when he gets here, I'm going to say, hey, do you also want to hook up with my 15-year-old cousin? I'm like, dude, you can't do that. You have no evidence at all. He's like, well, it's too late. He's already on his way.
So the guy came to meet an 18-year-old, but whenever he got there, they were just going to throw out the fact of, oh, you want to talk to this 15-year-old. But I mean, whenever anybody sees him on stream, they're going to think he's there for a kid.
You see, there is a real trickle-down effect in play here, because Vitaly in reality is not really making money from these productions. If anything, he is operating at a loss. Instead, the actual income he is generating is based on hosting and promoting online casinos.
Chat, make sure you also sign up on with my code. Oh shit, we're gonna hit it. 1, 2, 3, we're gonna hit it. Oh, I lost. Oh, he's gonna hit. He's gonna hit. Oh, we lost, but we're gonna hit.
You know, it's a classic bait and switch. All these people come on to watch the catch. Vitaly gets to feel like he's doing a noble thing. I feel like in a lot of ways it absolves him of any criticism. And then boom, he hits the audience over the head with his gambling partnership.
I get 1,000x! 50 fucking I didn't even fucking notice it!
But the only problem is the only way to get enough engagement on these streams, you know, to keep that dirty casino money coming in, is obviously to do these catches.
Why the gambling thing is like covering half the screen?
Because this is his main source of income, right? Like streaming, catching. I mean, even here you see the product placement. This is how he gets his money. I mean, and so he needs these things to work out each stream, or else, you know, he's not getting his paycheck.
And of course, the producer Santi wants to keep the show going on so he can get paid. So he allegedly does all this out-of-bounds shit to lure these guys in, like lying about the age, allegedly threatening as a decoy to self-delete if the person did not show up, and even instructing his.
Listen, no one is saying that the game that we're playing here of being like content creators, no one is saying that there's not anyone in the game that's not a slime bag. You have to just assume that there's just slime bags lurking around every corner. If it's not Vitaly, if it's not the Tate brothers, if it's not Cavicular, then who? You know? Who else? But we've kind of come to accept these kind of things like the Johnny Somalis of the world, and we just kind of said, you know what, guys? You guys are dirtbags, and that's okay. This is your run to fun. So to sit here and think that like Vitaly was supposed to be some sort of upstanding citizen, holier than holier, I think we might have tricked ourselves. You know? We might have played ourselves realistically in the grand scheme of things.
Decoys to send D-pics to people they were trying to catch. Yes, I'm serious.
Don't rely on this, but you can send other predators deep. Whoa!
Yeah.
Yo, you can't do that! They would send D-pics to get the guys to come.
Yes.
So yes, Vitaly is incentivized by the retention of the catch, which in turn gets him the money to promote the casinos. The producer Santi is incentivized to allegedly do illegal things to keep the entertainment high and to keep his shitty job. And even the decoys are taught and incentivized to catch as many potential guys as possible, so that they can collect a $300 fee per arrest.
The pressure of every stream, they need, you know, they want three. Oh, we're gonna stream every day. Oh, you only get paid by the catch. These catches, as I found out when I took this on myself, it's at least 3 days of work.
And now an entire system that in theory is meant to do good has turned into a trickle-down of pure fuckery. A circus for a bunch of basement-dwelling idiots to enjoy through their screens at home.
I think there's a constant battle of clip farming, and we gotta do this, that, and the third, and then justice is kind of like secondary.
Now, following Akash being cleared by the police of any wrongdoing, Vitaly would try and cover his ass up by releasing a public apology, both in writing and on his live stream.
I want to apologize for a mistake we made in one of our last streams. We wrongfully identified and accused Akash Singhania. We were completely wrong, and we made a terrible mistake. We believe here in only telling the truth, nothing but the truth. And our team and I messed up.
Like, my guy, you were an absolute clown. Just saying, oh man, we made this massive mistake after potentially ruining a guy's life, his business, his future, and obviously slandering him to millions of people in the process is not going to cut it.
Whoever has those videos, the clippers that are watching this, please delete it, okay? Immediately. I need you guys to delete it. I feel horrible.
It really just goes to show me how toxic and idiotic this entire clipping culture.
I'm telling you, the clipping culture is not any good, and it's not going to get any better. If you look at the situation with Neon, where he's shilling out, I think it's either 1.3 or 1.7 million dollars for his clipping team that he has to pay to clip all his videos. It just goes to show you that, like, the more money you have, the more inflated you can create yourself and promote yourself, and that's fine. But we can't sit here and believe that these people that we are dedicating our parasocial relationships with are good people. Who told you that? Who told you Vitaly is a great guy? This is what I'm saying. This is all buffoonery. This is all buffoonery. And the reason why it's being talked about is because us as the viewing public, we like this. We like a good story about somebody who falls and dwindles into the abyss and flames of society. How are they going to get back? Maybe they can, maybe they won't. Who cares? This is the life that we chose, guys.